Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Soaps.com has the most recent General Hospital spoilers from Monday, October 21st, through Friday, October 25th. While two people have a fateful encounter, one woman confesses a secret with another, Steve Weber arrives, and Sam is taken into surgery. Is this it for our heroine? As she prepares for the surgery that could save Lulu's life, Sam visits the two most important men in her life, Jason and Drew. Also, why we believe sacrificing Sam to save Lulu is a huge mistake. Laura is in need of consolation. But, to whom will she turn? Lucky attempts his hardest to persuade someone. Robert, now armed with Sasha's information, travels to see Holly in what may be a revealing encounter. Elizabeth is there for Lucas to rely on. Maxie has a secret, and she only wants to tell Spinelli. Rick has news. Will Elizabeth want to hear it? What does it take to shock a woman like Nina? We are about to find out. Jocelyn and Dex make time for a night out. Someone get the popcorn ready because Anna and Holly are going to go at it. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, October 23rd. Sonny realizes he needs to act with caution. Molly had a fight with her father. Can Curtis uphold the promise he is about to make to Portia? Gio is available when Trina requires assistance. However, Holly may have difficulty finding someone to help her when she is in need. Friends and family gather at the hospital as Lulu and Sam prepare to have surgery. Curtis puts his enormous plan into action. There is a crisis to deal with, and Brennan is the guy for the job. Carly tries to persuade Jason to see things her way. Elizabeth will be relieved to have her brother back. Elizabeth is treated to a pleasant surprise. Sasha confides in Nina. Diane is about to get some shocking news. Knowing Laura is coping with a lot, Anna stops by to check on her. Alexis is waiting for news about the procedure in general, and Sam in particular. They settle down, and Felicia can't believe Holly never told her she has a daughter. Holly admits it has been difficult keeping this hidden, and they happen to know her daughter, Sasha. Maxie claims Sasha has never addressed this before. Holly explains that Sasha would rather she wasn't her mother. Holly explains that when she became pregnant again, she knew she couldn't abandon another kid after the grief she had experienced with Ethan. She was unable to raise the child on her alone, so she delegated responsibility for Sasha to her mother. She paid a visit whenever she could. Maxie says, in between scams. Holly confesses she wasn't the best mother, but she taught Sasha everything she knew. She claims Sasha was a natural at the convention. Holly recounts that when Sasha turned 12, she took her on travels around Europe and tried to show her as much love and compassion as she could. Sasha, on the other hand, had no desire to associate with her. Felicia notes that she hasn't discussed Sasha's father. Holly reveals that she assumed Sasha's father was dead, but when it was discovered that he was not, she was unable to deliver the news at his door. Felicia has an idea who they're talking about, and she hopes she's mistaken for Sasha's benefit. Holly tells them it's Robert, making Sasha and Cody first cousins. Maxie does not believe it and brings up the DNA test that was performed, in which Sasha swapped her sample for Cody's. Felicia reaches where she's going, but the test was solely for paternity, and the answer was either yes or no. It was not a genetic percentage similarity test. Holly hoped Mac would talk to Robert, but Felicia informs her that she must do so. Holly accepts and leaves, while Felicia warns that she will contact Robert in an hour. Alone, Maxie expresses gratitude to Felicia for being there for her. Maxie is aware that she was not always this way, and she chastised her for it. Felicia claims she deserves it. Maxie responds, maybe then, but not now. She wonders if Holly and Sasha will find their way back together. Felicia hopes so. Sasha confronts Robert in his office, telling him, we need to get one thing straight, you are not my father. Sasha says that Holly is her mother, and she has never addressed her father before. Then again, her mother is a noted liar. Robert explains that he and Holly were married, and at times both believed the other was dead. He's perplexed as to why Sasha hasn't spoken up the last 2 times Holly has been in Port Charles. Sasha claims it's because she wants nothing to do with her mother and needs his help showing she's lying about it. Robert questions why she would lie. Sasha reveals that her mother only told her about him recently since she and Cody Bell are involved. Sasha wanted to take a DNA test, and Robert says he'll go to General Hospital this afternoon to provide a sample. Holly is concerned her resourceful mother may tamper with the proof. Robert says they'll utilize the WSB lab and phones Brennan. The samples are shipped off, and Sasha and Robert discuss Holly. Sasha acknowledges that of all the men her mother might claim as her father, she's relieved it's him. He claims the feeling is mutual. Sasha warns him not to become too involved because the findings aren't in yet. She walks out of his office. Sasha returns to work for the Quartermaines. Maxie appears and informs her that she believed they were friends. Sasha realizes Holly has told her that she is her mother. Holly goes to Robert's workplace to discuss a personal concern. Holly doesn't know how to say it. Robert responds, "How about, Robert, you have a daughter." Today on General Hospital, Brooklyn and Chase hear Violet is heading to Seattle with Finn. Alexis assigns Christina and Molly duties for their rivalry, and Holly shares her tale with Maxie and Felicia. Lucky awakens and walks downstairs at Laura's house. He finds Liz and inquires if he is in the correct apartment. Liz updates him about Sam and Lulu's status, as well as the impending procedures. Lucky sits down and admits that for the past 3 days, all he can think about is how his decisions could cost Lulu her life. Liz informs Lucky that he couldn't have predicted what would happen. Working in the hospital has taught her that grief and despair are normal parts of life. However, life may be wonderful, and today is a nice day, so he should cherish it. Lucky agrees and thanks her for stopping by with the update. Liz claims he's not the real reason he's here. Ace sobs over the baby monitor and claims to be a babysitter today. Liz brings Ace down, and he plays while Lucky and Liz converse. Liz believes Ace reminds him of Aiden at his age. She says Aiden inherited his father's passion of music and singing. Later, the next babysitter arrives, and Liz must go to work. She urges Lucky to talk to their son about who he is today, including music. Lucky says he'll visit her at the hospital, all he needs to do is phone a rideshare. Liz offers him a ride and suggests he serenade her like old times. Chase and Brooklyn informed Violet in her room at the Quartermaine estate that her father was released from treatment and that she would be coming back home with him. She leaps into Chase's arms and hugs him. She wants to know when she'll be moving in. This week, General Hospital got people talking, but not in a good way. Many fans were outraged by some of the show's plot twists. Let's start with the big 2 and then go over some more minor details. So the main topic this week, and a bombshell that no one saw coming, was that Holly is Sasha's mother. Not only that, but it looks that Robert is her father. Say what? Fans were perplexed and outraged following Thursday's show, in which the reveal was made. We had long been taught that Sasha was raised by her grandmother, but Sasha remembered her mother bringing her on con jobs as a child, one of which involved David Vickers in Llanview. Okay, that was a great tribute to the classic ABC Sudzer. On Friday, we learned that Sasha's grandma raised her from an early age, but Holly soon began taking her on excursions with her and taught her the ways of the con. That explains why she took the job attempting to scam Nina for Valentine, and also clears up some of the misunderstanding from Thursday. Then there was the DNA test Felicia performed on Cody and Mac, but Sasha substituted her hair for Cody's sample. That one was also explained in Friday's program. Felicia merely did a paternity test, which had just 2 possible outcomes, yes or no. She didn't do a genetic similarity test, which would have revealed a genetic link between Sasha and Mac. By the end of the week, Sasha had told Robert of the situation, and they were discreetly doing a DNA test. At the same moment, Holly revealed the entire story to Felicia and Maxie. Did anyone else's neck ache from shaking their head violently? Holly stated she never told Robert because she was terrified of his reaction and that he would be angry at her. She also assumed he had died for a long time. However, Robert had deadly guys following him, and she wanted to protect her daughter. Yes, I am having troubles with this. Holly has always wanted Robert. Surprising him with their daughter may have deepened their bond and kept them together. Sasha had been a human punching bag on the show for years, and she was finally enjoying some bliss. Not only that, but Cody and Sasha were finally the couple fans had been yearning for. So what? They're kissing cousins? No thank you. Why do authors exist? Just why? So Sam is a match to save Lulu, which is ridiculous. Shouldn't Sam have gone to get checked right away? Along with everyone else in Port Charles, just in case Lucky was found? This appears to be Sam's final moments. The soap's seeming sacrifice of one legacy character to save another isn't winning over viewers. Plus, how will Dante and Lulu reunite after this twist? Dante will always remember that Sam died so Lulu might live. I would rather see Sam die in a catastrophic accident that prevents her liver from being donated. Then they realize that Sasha is Luke's daughter and Lulu's half-sister, and she saves the day. This allows Cody to stay with Sasha, while Dante may rejoin with Lulu guilt-free. Unfortunately, even I must concede that's a pipe dream, and it appears the show intends to stick with its V.C. Andrews-esque twist. The only reason I can see why they are breaking up Cody and Sasha is because they want to match him with Lulu. As I previously stated, witnessing Dante and Lulu reunite would be difficult to bear given Sam's death. Was that a family hug at the end of Thursday's episode? Is it heartbreaking or what? That'll be the last time they're joyful, because Sam's death will most certainly shatter Rocco, Scout, and Danny's friendship. Finally, many viewers believe Cyrus disconnected Lulu's ventilator. By Friday, Isaiah and Lucas were discussing how the ventilator had not switched off on its own, but rather that someone had turned it off. Let us review the evidence. Cyrus wasn't supposed to see Lulu without Laura's permission. He had emphasized in a previous episode how dreadful it was that Lulu was caught between life and death. When Laura and Martin found him seated with Lulu, he asked them all to pray for her soul. He told Martin he was about to give Laura the greatest gift of all, just before Lulu coded. Cyrus is clearly the warped sort who would consider this as carrying out God's plan by sending Lulu to heaven and ending her limbo. Alexis is now free, and it finds out that Sonny did not send the gun to exonerate her. I stated last week that it looked unusual for Sonny to confess if he and Jason had sent in the gun. So we're left wondering who did it. Brennan has the ability to do this, but why? Perhaps to keep Carly from going down with Sonny as his alibi? What if Julian has risen from the grave again? Lucas has received a lot of attention since his return. Lois abandoned her prim and proper accent, and Martin told Laura that he engaged the same dialect coach as Lois to lose his Kentucky Fried Chicken accent. That's too funny. Not only are we perhaps losing Cody and Sasha as a pair, and we know Sam is gone, but they are also taking Violet. What a way to cap the week, finding out she's relocating to Seattle with Finn, who has a new job there. I'm going to miss her and hope she returns often. I enjoyed Brad pinning Portia's arrogant buttocks to the wall with evidence that she interfered with Heather's exams. Unfortunately, he did not expose her, and she lost everything. However, we know it will come to light, and there will be consequences. At the hospital, Brad displays a report to an anxious Portia. After Rick and Ava's date, which was primarily a plan to cause Christina to have a public meltdown, it is evident that they have excellent chemistry and will become an item. I support this pairing, especially if it keeps him away from Elizabeth. Finally, Alexis, thank you for telling Molly and Christina off. Thank you for reminding them that they should be helping one another in their sadness rather than burning down their families. Unfortunately, it appears that Sam's death will be necessary for them to get their act together. Liz from General Hospital recently announced that her half-brother Steven had been released from prison after 11 years and was heading to Arizona. We worried if we'd see him again, but Elizabeth told us he wanted to avoid his occasionally insane mother. However, it appears that this has altered, since he will be returning, this time played by Scott Reeves. Steven did his time, the actor tells TV Insider. He's been out of prison for a few months and is now living in Sedona, Arizona, trying to start over and figure out what life is meant to be like at this point. He lost his medical license when he went to prison, but he felt justified in doing so. For those who don't recall why he lost his medical license and went to prison, we have a refresher here. But before he begins again, we're guessing Stephen will feel the tug of family as he returns to Port Charles to reconcile with his mother Heather and sister Elizabeth. Yes, Heather attempted to murder the woman Stephen loved, but she is a new person now that her cobalt poisoning has been treated. And she's in the midst of a battle to prove it after Portia manipulated her test results. Stephen may be returning due to his mother's legal issues, but only time will tell whether this is to help her or to keep her incarcerated. Whatever it is, Reeves told TV Insider, it was a pleasure to meet and collaborate with Ali Mills. She is hilarious and plays the role to perfection. The last time he was here, Robin Matson was playing Heather, so this was a first. Plus, he had a great day reconnecting with Rebecca Herbst. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.